What's up, everybody? I'm the Manadork. I don't have a catchphrase, but what I do have is another standard 8 rare deck for you. And today we're going to take the Cookies Shell, and we're going to throw in a couple of the robot creatures from Aetherdrift and see how they work out. Starting with 4 Nesting Bot, because he's a artifact creature, and he's going to make us another artifact when he dies. You got 4 Teething Wurmlet. Going to gain us life every time an artifact comes in under our control. And it's also going to get bigger based on us playing artifacts. 4 Gingerbrute, because he's a sneaky little haste cookie. 2 Sir Ginger. It's going to give us benefit when our artifacts go away. 4 Yotian Dissident, to give out some counters from us playing all these artifacts. 4 Tough Cookie, because it's 2 artifacts in 1 card, and lets us turn our non-creature artifacts into big creatures that can attack. 4 Mandible Justiciar, lifelink, and it's going to get bigger when we play artifacts. Last creature is also from the new set. Also, we didn't just do one from the new set. Who is from the new set? 3 Guidelight Synergist. 3 and a white for a 0/4 flyer, and it gets +1/+0 for each artifact we control, and it itself is an artifact. And then 1 other creature, but we rarely use it as a creature, Marketback Walker. XX to cast, comes out with X +1/+1 counters on it. We can spend 4 to put a +1/+1 counter on it, and when it dies, we draw a card for each +1/+1 on it. And we can put extra +1/+1s on it with the Yotian Dissident. So this generally draws us 4 to 6 cards late game. Finally, we've got a little bit of removal. 4 Dusk Reliquary. 2 Glass Casket. And those again are going to interact with all of our other things because those are artifacts that come into play. 13 plains and 10 forests to fuel it all. And that's the deck. Alright, I'm going to go find an opponent. That'll give you a chance to find the like and subscribe. And I'll see you over there. Send that one back. That's a lot better. Justiciar, not today. Wurmlet. Come over for 1. Make a Dissident. Find a green source. There's a black source. There's an Overlord. It's not a removal spell, so I'm not worried about it right now. Full plate of cookies. I'm over for 7. They're thinking. Pass it back. Let's animate that thing. Send in the clowns. Ride Zend on that guy. Fair enough. They're at 3. What do they got? They got a board wipe. They got the Zur. They say no, thank you. All right, this is definitely a keeper. One more land would be great, but we've got 2 lands and 4 spells that we can cast. Gingerbrute on turn 1. Alright. Dream Thief. A second land. And they like whatever's on top. Make this Justiciar. And hold our position. Roots. So, what do we do here? Make you unblockable. Get in where we can. Try and gain a little life so we've got a little cushion when they start filling the ground. And we'll try and win with the evasion of the Brutes and the Synergist. Another Tender. Berserk. Alright. Now what else for you? That's it? That's all you need. And do we set this up now? And then casket. No, I think we better casket immediately. Get that guy out of here. Make another cookie. Come over with a 5/4. And they do a little sneaky there, make some mana, get rid of the blocker so we don't get to lifelink. Dredger's Insight and a Bloodghast. They got stuff going. can have in your deck. We do not block the loot. Make our big flyer. 8 in the air. Now let's see if we can race. Get it because it's Aether Drift, so we're going to race anyway. They're making more ground troops. We'll draw 3 off a loot. There's the Soul Cauldron. No creatures in the bin to make it worthwhile at the moment. We do get another Bloodghast. Swing over with you. 4, 5. Yeah, we'll hold off. They've got a 4/5, so our Justiciar would just lose. We'll hold him back to block with. And let's see what the opponent comes up with. Got him down to 10 in one swing. See if they give us a chance to do the other half. Unfortunately, they are not hitting creatures off their Molt Tender mills. Just lands and Tyvars. Make a second loot, which is probably going to be bad for us. What do you got? Drawing 3 cards. Got another Bloodghast. Another copy of Roots. And they scoop it up. So you still got 76ness. We've got one more that can do mana. We don't have any other. Yeah, they just ran out of options. They had if they untapped, we were definitely dead. Because that would have been put a counter here. So 3, 6 red. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So that would have been 18 damage. So maybe not quite dead. But At the same time, that would have also been them having the ability to draw so many cards. And, yeah. You don't want to hear me talk about that. No green mana. But I think we can try this one. Tasty cookie. Fast food. There we go. Cacophony Scamp. No attacks at this point. Well done. You know, block here while they're tapped out. Because their trigger is going to go on the stack. And then ours will go. And ours will resolve first. So it'll be 2 toughness before they get to actually ping. And we'll get in for 4. Show off. A brand new Scamp. No blocks. Shock. Have to block here. We did have the rage. And that's 6 lands in the first 11, and us being shorted a color, and that being an aggressive deck. And that's going to wrap this one up. All the removal, not so much aggression. Send it back. And now we're colored. Your color shorted on one side. So we'll see what happens. There's a color. Themselves. They're only at 3 types, so we got a little wiggle room here for a moment. And for 2. Get our speed up to 2. Not that we have a payoff for the speed. Beastie is now at 4. Block. Get a token and get a couple triggers. What's in the bin so far? All right. Nothing with flashback or come back from the dead type abilities. So we can put that out of our mind. Looks like they're deciding on a removal spell. I don't know if there's something scarier that we should be holding this for. But we will Glass Casket that guy. Get in for 5. Synergist, gain a life. Take out one of them, but I don't think that's the right answer. And when I said take out one of them, I mean if we attack, we could kill one of the guys. Hey, they got a Gingerbrute, Sir Ginger too. Not what I expected to see in this deck, but no blocks. Micro Tyrant. Sacrifice that thing. Put you on the bottom. Get that Micro Tyrant out of here. Send both of those. Our max speed. Overlord. No blocks. And they shouldn't have attacked. They would have had enough blockers to buy a turn. But, you know, from hell's heart I stab at thee. This is a keeper. Gingerbrute. In for one. Let's come over for one again. Make a Dissident. Get some armadillo action for a third color. Make this cookie. Make everybody a little bit bigger. I'm not sure if we're expecting spot removal from the red or a Brotherhood's End type effect. Brotherhood's End would be very bad for us, as would Ill-Timed Explosion. What are the chances they got 7 lands in their hand? Well, at least there was a 7 involved. I was somewhat right. Let's try and rebuild. They are in thought mode, while we are in stuck on 2 land mode. And the second explosion. And we're just going to wrap it up at that point. No white mana. We'll try it though. The rest of our hand is a solid start. So we'll see what happens. Start off with a Siren for them. Get the Wurmlet. I'm gonna gnaw us. Those weren't white sources. Make the Brute. Well, not the Brute, the Ginger. No attacks. Next turn, the Brute. There goes a white source. But here comes a white source. So then the question becomes, in what order do we do things? And I think the right answer is you, followed by you. Send you. And know that we are losing our Sir Ginger in the exchange. Not the Sir Ginger. Right. So we got low 1/1s. Like grew up to be 2/2s, maybe? No? They're going to mill us a couple. Make that thing. Make you for 1. We'll come over for 5. Right to the bottom. Here comes another booter. Mill us some more. Sacrifice that thing. Get a whole bunch of counters. We don't need a green, we need a second white source. Get your monument out of here. We'll send like so. Sacrifice you to gain some life and get another counter on Ginger. There's the white source. Clear these blockers out a little. There's another monument. See if they hit us right away with it. They do. This is the right answer. We'll send everything. See where they block. We get an extra card out of the exchange. Yeah, we'll keep that. We're good with you. Greedy freebooter. And they pick it up. And that's the deck. Happy with how it performed. We wound up with a 6-3 record. Nesting Bot was amazing. The ability to trigger the Wurmlet or the Dissident and then be sacked to the Reliquary and trigger those both again, or trigger the Sir Ginger, was amazing. The Walker was great as well. The +1/+1 counters with the Dissident were a nice synergy. I was never unhappy to see this card. Synergist, not quite as impressed with. While he certainly carried his weight, 4 mana is a little more than this deck wants to be investing into a creature. That being said, when we did get him to land, he did win us games on his own. Well, not on his own. He needs other artifacts to make him bigger, but he swung through for lethal. So, jury's still out on him. But that's the deck. So if you're still here, thanks for making it to the end of the video. I appreciate you taking the time to hang out and watch me play some games. Feel free to leave a comment if you like what you saw, or if there's anything you'd like to see me do differently. Don't forget to like the subscribe and button the smash, or whatever it is you do to show that you appreciate the video. Thanks again for joining me today, and I'll see you in the next one.